即将靠左行驶，上坡往怀集、贺州方向。
Okay, so it's just about dusk.
靠左行驶，上坡往怀集、贺州方向。
And I'm getting onto my favorite highway in southern China. And I'm hoping it's that magic hour where all the mountains start looking like dragons. It's such a trip. So I wanted to show you a couple things. First of all, there's the mountains. How cool is that? These are all mountains that were formed by the crust thrusting upward. Really hard, like quartz and marble. That when the earthquakes happened, the crust jolted upward and made all these little mountains. But now, okay, so I'm doing 104. I wanted to show you something. Let me turn off the. So this is proof to you that China's not an authoritarian state. They have the traffic cameras, but that's really just traffic control. Like I think there's one coming up here. Yeah. So this will keep me at 100 kilometers an hour. Let me put the phone away here for just a minute. But once that's gone, I no longer have any limits. So I wanted to show you something else. As I pass 120 kilometers an hour, you see that yellow? That's telling me that I'm going faster. There's another set of cameras. That I'm going faster than any road in China allows. I'm over 120. And as you know, if you have a car that's newer than about 2015, that can download things off the internet and give you content, the government knows exactly where you've driven and how fast you've driven. Same in America, the NSA knows. And I'm sure the Chinese government's just like America. They collect that information. Here's a tunnel here. They collect that information, but they don't do anything with it. And in America, I guess they don't do anything with it either. But if it was an authoritarian state, they would use that information against you. They would take your license or whatever. Because I drive really fast. So back to the fun of the mountains. And now that there are no cars here, let me turn the GPS back on. I want to know. So I'm going to crank the car up because there's no cameras coming up. So let's see how high we can get it. 150, 60, 70, 80, 190, 'I didn't see what the top was there, 190 something. I see some trucks coming up here. But I wasn't scared at all. There's no cops here There's no cops here that are sitting by. Here, let me turn this off again. There's no cops sitting in the bushes here trying to catch me. They simply have the traffic cameras that are traffic control. That's it. How free is that? And oh, by the way, if I am caught by the camera speeding, they send a message to my phone that I've collected points. If you're between 10% and 20% over, it's 3 points. 20 to 30 or 20 to 40% over, it's 6 points. And if you're over 50% over, so like if it's 100 and you're doing over 150, you get 12 points. if you get more than 12 points, they take your license away for a year. So that's how it works. Gonna go through another tunnel here, and I want to show you more of these mountains. So this is a 2,363 meter tunnel. So it's more than a mile long, right? 2.2 kilometers per mile. I'll have to double check that. I've totally forgot miles. I've been so long out of America. But how about that engineering? I'll go through another 10 of these between here and my home. Oh, another side note about the points. The points are on the car. So my wife and I both have licenses. So I can get caught speeding lots of times. And between her license and my license, we can split the points. So it doesn't add up that much. It doesn't add up that quickly. The only other thing is that it's... How beautiful is that? Man. The only other thing is it's 200 RMB per point, so it's $30 per point. So if I get a ticket doing 20% over the speed limit, it's what, $90 US? Here we go, another tunnel right after the first one. Unless you come to China, this one is 1 kilometer long, so this one's a half a mile long. Unless you come to China and see what they built, you really have no idea. And unless you live here for a while, you have no idea how free it is here. Their laws make sense. It's so crazy. Once I'm out of the United States, I look at the way that America manages speeding and manages traffic. It's just insane. It's all a tax collecting scheme and reason to violate the privacy rights that you have. I will never ever get stopped on a Chinese highway and be searched or have my car searched just because I look suspicious. It'll never happen. So let me end this one. I'll make another one if there's another gorgeous place. Oh no, I'll tell you what. I'll end this one after this next tunnel, just so you can see how insane their highways are and tunnel making is. I haven't even mentioned that in between these mountains, like I'm probably 200 meters off the floor of this valley on this elevated highway right now. This is way up there. So they didn't even say how long this is. It must be really short. Yeah. There you go.